So there's right now there's probably few people in the world who have spent their life as immersed in these topics of the esoteric, spirituality, religion. You dedicated your career, your adult life to it, written all of these books. And I just want to ask, if you're talking to a young seeker today, somebody who feels this call to find the truth in this materialistic world where it's so hard to believe in that pull, what would your advice to them be, to a young person who wants to set out and start exploring reality?
Don't never give up, and if you do, get back quick. But always remember there is a price for everything one undertakes, and sacrifices have to be made from time to time. And to make a sacrifice means to make sacred. You've got to give your life to it. You've got to lay your whole life on the altar and be prepared for what comes. Um, if your motives are not of the right kind, we all get tempted, and sometimes we give in, etc. We can always repent, or turn back again to the right path. We learn through our mistakes. But my advice to anybody is, ask yourself seriously whether it's truth you really want. If it is, go for it. But don't be surprised at the result, because that will also teach you a great deal about the nature. Truth is an unwelcome guest at the table of the world. Most people who've been killed for things is usually because they told the truth to somebody who didn't want to hear it. So it's not necessarily going to be an easy time, but then the rewards are profound, and but they're not always obvious. But I would say absolutely, what used to be called the great work is the transformation of the soul. That's one of the images that's come out of this alchemical tradition, which is very important. And the better the metal, the more it gets beaten. You want to make steel has to be tempered. So you've got to be prepared for a degree of suffering in the full faith that you will never be completely abandoned, though there will be moments when you feel you are. But I've talked about the painful aspect. I haven't talked nearly enough about the joys. The joy of knowledge, the gai savoir, should never. There is a wonderful sense. Occasionally, you get it when you're studying, when you get that definite aroma of truth, and it is beautiful. And that's the kind of reward you're going to enjoy. Somebody once said, it was Dean Ing, actually, Dean William Ralph Ing, Dean of St. Paul's, who wrote that the penalty for being a bad man is to be a bad man. And that's what the bad men don't understand. So if you want to be a truthful man, the joy of it, the penalty for being a truthful man is that you at least will know the truth.